Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. I am not asking for your attention today, I am commanding it. Do not move past this video. If you scroll away now, you are actively choosing to sever the exact timeline heaven prepared for you. This is not a coincidence. The algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. The enemy is screaming at you to swipe away right now. He knows that if you hear this message, his hold over your financial life breaks completely. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the throne room of heaven until this very second. You are standing at the exact threshold of a massive payout, but there is a catch. You must receive the instruction. If you leave before the end, you forfeit the exact prophetic mandate that guarantees your harvest. Lock your attention on this frequency. The verdict on your next decade is about to be read. You have been waiting for this shift. You have been praying in absolute silence, and heaven has finally dispatched the response. But to claim this endless rain of blessings, you need to understand what is happening to your physical body right now. I know exactly how you feel. That heavy and suffocating weight sitting in your chest at 3 in the morning. You wake up with your jaw tight and your heart racing in the dark. You stare at the ceiling while your mind runs the same exhausting calculations. How will I pay for this? When will it be my turn? Why is it always so hard for me? Listen to me very carefully. That is not normal anxiety. You are not going crazy. That physical weight you feel is your highly advanced spirit detecting a massive spiritual attack. The Matrix is actively trying to drain your energy. It wants to keep you completely focused on survival. It wants you blind to the wealth that is standing right outside your door. The chosen ones work harder than anyone else in the room. You give your pure energy to everyone who asks for it. You have been the ultimate stabilizer for people who only know how to take. And yet you watch other people succeed effortlessly while you struggle to keep your head above the water. They seem to attract windfalls without even trying. Meanwhile, you are counting pennies. The world told you to just work harder. The world told you to be patient and wait your turn. But the world lied to you. That exhaustion behind your eyes is not a badge of honor. It is the symptom of a broken spiritual contract. You were never meant to carry this heavy financial burden. You were designed to live in an overflowing state of total abundance. Stop swallowing that anxiety back down. Stop accepting that your life is supposed to be an endless struggle. You are the cycle breaker of your entire bloodline. The generational patterns of poverty were supposed to end with you, but the enemy hijacked your frequency. He convinced you that your pure heart was destined for financial martyrdom. I see you. I have always seen your silent tears. Even when no one else noticed how close you were to breaking, heaven was recording every single sacrifice. You thought you were totally abandoned. You thought the universe had simply forgotten your address. But you were absolutely wrong. This entire season was a profound incubation period for your spirit. Your season of waiting in wound is officially over. The massive payout you have been crying out for is no longer delayed. It is hurtling toward your reality at a blinding speed right now. But there is a specific reason why it has not manifested in your physical bank account yet. And it has nothing to do with your personal work ethic. You have tried every manifestation technique. You have watched the videos and written in the journals. You kept your vibration high, even when your reality was completely falling apart. You did everything the spiritual teachers told you to do, and still the breakthrough refused to show up. The gap between you and that wealth is not a lack of faith. It is something deeply physical. The elite architects of this matrix engineered a specific system to keep your frequency suppressed. They knew that if a chosen one like you ever accessed your true power, their entire system would completely collapse. So they targeted your physical vessel. They bombarded you with chronic stress to lock your brain in pure survival mode. Every time you worry about a bill, they steal a piece of your divine inheritance. Every time you panic about the future, you feed their demonic machinery. That brain fog you feel in the middle of the afternoon is their weapon. That constant lethargy is not because you are lazy. It is because you are acting as a human battery for a parasitic system. But their reign of terror ends today. You have finally reached the breaking point. The scales are falling from your eyes right now. You are beginning to realize that the poverty you experienced was an artificial cage. It was never your true destiny. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that the dark elite are absolutely terrified of. They expected your financial exhaustion to destroy your spirit. They waited with bated breath for you to finally give up and submit to the matrix. Instead, you walked right into this divine appointment. You intercepted the exact message they tried to hide from you. Stay with me right now, because the veil is about to be completely torn away. Now let us go deeper into this raw truth. You have been carrying a massive sense of injustice for years. You look around at people who do half the work. They have a fraction of your talent, and yet they seem to float through life without a single financial worry, while you are constantly fighting to simply survive. You constantly ask yourself what you are doing wrong. You are doing absolutely nothing wrong. I need you to hear that in your spirit today. The lack in your life is not a punishment from heaven. It is definitely not a reflection of your personal worth. You have been operating under a cruel illusion designed to make you feel defective, because the dark elite need you to believe you are simply unlucky. But luck has nothing to do with this divine equation. Your pure empathy makes you a massive target in the spiritual realm. You are a radiant stabilizer in a deeply sick world. Broken people are naturally drawn to your brilliant light. They dump their emotional garbage on you and walk away feeling completely healed, while you are left totally drained and exhausted. This is the parasitic trap of the chosen empath. You have become a human battery for people who refuse to heal themselves. And this constant draining of your energy has a direct impact on your financial reality. Massive wealth requires a highly specific frequency to manifest in the physical world, but your frequency is constantly being harvested by these energy vampires before it can ever produce the harvest you actually deserve. Think about how exhausted you feel after dealing with certain toxic people. Your physical body literally aches. Your mind feels like it is walking through thick mud. That is not just ordinary social fatigue. That is a hostile extraction of your sacred life force. They are literally stealing the energetic currency you desperately need to attract your massive payout, leaving you with absolutely nothing for yourself. You were born with an incredibly powerful energy signature. As a young child, you had a natural connection to the divine flow. Brilliant solutions came to you effortlessly. You experienced those amazing moments of sudden clarity. You somehow knew things long before they happened. The entire universe felt like a magical place that was completely on your side, gently guiding your steps toward inevitable success. But then the matrix went to work on your mind. The rigid school systems and the endless survival routines began to crush your bright spirit. They forced you to conform to a reality based entirely on fear and scarcity. They systematically suppressed your natural childhood genius. They locked your beautiful mind in a constant state of panic over money and survival, so you would never realize your true potential. This was a highly calculated move by the dark elite. They know that a fully awakened chosen one is the most dangerous force on earth. If you ever truly realized how powerful you actually are, their entire parasitic matrix of control would shatter into a million pieces instantly. So they engineered a sick society. They want your brain locked in a permanent, low-frequency state of stress. This endless worry keeps you perfectly obedient. You are not lazy. You are not lacking discipline. You have pushed yourself harder than anyone else could ever imagine. But you are trying to run a marathon while dragging 1,000 pounds of invisible chains. Your physical exhaustion is the direct result of fighting a massive spiritual war on multiple invisible fronts every single day of your life. You constantly absorb the heavy pain of the world. You faithfully carry the endless burdens of your family. You desperately try to fix broken people who have absolutely no intention of changing. And every time you pour your pure light into a toxic person, Your own financial reservoir drops. You are literally funding their comfortable lives with your sacred energetic currency while you struggle to pay your own basic bills. It is time to permanently cut the cord. You must stop apologizing for wanting massive wealth out of this life. Wanting money is not a sin. Poverty is absolutely not a requirement for spiritual purity. That is just another massive lie the Matrix taught you to keep you obedient and poor. Heaven actually wants you completely overflowing with massive financial power so you can finally step into your true role as a divine leader. When you are wealthy, you become a beacon of undeniable light. You fund the divine kingdom. You help the true remnant rise. The enemy is terrified of what you will do when you finally have unlimited resources. That is exactly why they placed so many heavy financial blockades in your specific path, because they are desperately trying to starve your ultimate destiny. But their pathetic blockades are completely crumbling right now. The universe is stepping in to violently correct this massive injustice. The scales of divine justice are tipping heavily in your favor today. All the sacred energy you freely gave away is being collected by heaven. It is being miraculously multiplied and packaged into your massive financial payout, ready to be delivered straight into your hands. Your cellular intuition is vibrating right now because it recognizes this raw truth. Read that again in your spirit. You are not fundamentally broken. You just need to reactivate the specific frequency they stole from you. You need to switch that brilliant childhood energy back on immediately. And I am going to show you exactly how to claim it back before the enemy has a chance to intervene. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. You didn't lose. The enemy wants you to believe your financial delays are a sign of weakness, but their intemporary narrative is a carefully constructed illusion. Your struggles are proof of your immense spiritual threat. You are the cycle breaker heaven assigned to dismantle their ancient generational curses, and they had to throw everything at you just to slow you down. You have been fighting an invisible war while the rest of the world sleeps blindly through the chaos. The Matrix designed a system that rewards compliance and punishes divine authenticity. They programmed the masses to accept mediocrity, but you are a diamond. You are completely unreplicable. And because you refused to break under their pressure, they shifted their tactics from attacking your circumstances to attacking your actual frequency. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people today. Here is exactly what they never told you. The gap between you and the people who seem effortlessly blessed is not willpower, and it is certainly not a lack of discipline. It is definitely not your spiritual alignment. You have more faith in your little finger than they have in their entire body. The difference is something highly specific and deeply biological. It is a specific brainwave. Scientists have a clinical name for this exact energetic state. They call it the gamma frequency. And this is the exact frequency your brain was running naturally when you were a child. Think back to those early years of your life. Back when brilliant ideas came easily to you, when learning felt totally effortless, when you somehow knew things before they even happened in the physical world. When you were young, the entire universe felt like it was completely on your side. You experienced daily synchronicities that felt like pure magic. That was your gamma brainwave working in perfect harmony with heaven, allowing you to operate at the highest possible level of human intuition. The elite architects of the Matrix saw this brilliant light inside you, and they realized they had to shut it down immediately before you became unstoppable. Then, adulthood arrived with all its heavy financial burdens. The modern world went to work on your pure mind, the chronic stress, the glowing screens, the endless survival routine, the rigid school system that trained you to conform instead of creating your own reality. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed a little further until it was pushed deep below the surface, and your natural genius was suffocated. The version of you with photographic memory and lightning intuition went completely silent. The version of you with the kind of luck that makes others whisper in jealousy was literally buried alive. And they did all of this without your consent. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this violent spiritual theft happened to them, but the chosen ones are finally waking up to the deception. This is the real reason your finances simply refuse to grow. This is why you feel that dense brain fog in the middle of the day. The Matrix engineered a heavy frequency to suppress your brain's natural wealth, attracting state. When your gamma faded, your divine genius faded right along with it. Your deep intuition dulled into normal human anxiety. The sense that the universe is working with you went completely dark. What if everything you have struggled with is not a character flaw? What if the exhausting relationships and the closed doors are simply the result of a suppressed frequency? The dark elite know exactly how to access this gamma state, and they use it every single day to manifest the massive wealth. They wake up at 4 in the morning to harness this exact brainwave while keeping you locked in exhausted sleep. They built an entire global empire on the frequency they stole from you, but their time is officially up. You are the remnant. You are the one who survived the fire with your pure heart completely intact. Heaven did not bring you this far just to let you drown in their artificial matrix, because your physical vessel is literally crying out for a cellular reset right now. You can feel the atmosphere shifting around you. Listen to me very closely right now, because most people completely miss this massive shift. The massive payout you are waiting for requires a biological vessel that can actually hold it. You cannot pour new wine into old wineskins. Your brainwaves must be realigned to match the frequency of the incoming harvest. If you stay in survival mode, the massive blessing will simply bounce off your damaged, energetic shield. You must claim back the genius state you were born with. The enemy wants you to spend the next 10 years trying to heal through endless spiritual routines, constantly chasing your own tail. But heaven has a much faster protocol. The divine alignment you seek does not require decades of painful isolation. It only requires the right key to permanently unlock the prison they built around your mind. Let us completely dismantle their lies today. Heaven is now releasing 3 divine markers to confirm your massive payout is actively arriving. The Matrix wants you totally blind to these subtle shifts. But your spirit is highly advanced. You are the ultimate cycle breaker, and you are about to recognize exactly what is happening behind the scenes. Sign number 1 is a sudden and extreme isolation. The universe is aggressively removing people from your physical space right now. Friends who used to drain your pure energy suddenly stopped calling. You feel completely alone, but this is not a punishment at all. This is a divine quarantine to protect your incoming wealth from energetic parasites. You are an irreplaceable diamond. You were never meant to fit in with the sleeping masses. They expected your departure to destroy your spirit. They waited with bated breath for you to finally fail. Instead, you walked out of their toxic matrix, and you aged backward. You carry a specific gravity that makes time itself look like an absolute fool. Sign number 2 is the sudden amplification of your cellular intuition. You are experiencing sudden flashes of absolute clarity about your future. You know things without any logical explanation. The Matrix calls it a random coincidence. But there are no coincidences for the anointed ones. Your suppressed frequency is fighting to break completely free. Your left brain will try to inject heavy doubt right now. The enemy will tell you to calculate and wait. Silence him immediately. That hesitation is the exact programming designed to keep you totally broke. You are stepping into a dimension of unmerited favor. You are the pure remnant. And heaven is physically preparing your vessel for a totally unprecedented harvest. Read that again in your spirit. Sign number 3 is the most powerful confirmation of all. It is the undeniable panic of your enemies. Someone who treated you as replaceable is currently unraveling. They are experiencing a public and irreversible collapse. Your absolute silence was a lethal weapon that starved their demonic attachments. They wanted you buried deep in the dirt. But instead, they became the exact shovel that dug up your buried treasure. You won without lifting a single physical finger. Every time your name comes up in their circle, it hits them with the agonizing weight of heavy regret. They threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held in their hands. You did not just survive their heavy storm, you became the bright sun. The generational curses that plagued your bloodline completely end with you today. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been desperately waiting for. The financial struggles and the spiritual exhaustion are shattering right here and right now. Step into your absolute and untouched power. The dark elite are absolutely terrified of your pure light. They built massive blockades to stop your destined payout, but you bypassed their rigid systems entirely. You are operating on a frequency of pure divine authority. You are the ultimate stabilizer for the entire universe. And your pure energy is demanding an immediate and massive financial return. They stole your gamma frequency because they knew your true identity. They knew you were one of the rare two meant to shift the atmosphere. But they completely miscalculated your incredible resilience. You did not break under pressure. You simply went into a deeply hidden formation season. And now your season of waiting in wound is completely and permanently over. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle and lock in your frequency. You are claiming your permanent freedom from the matrix. But to fully receive this massive wealth, you must understand the specific mechanism heaven is using to restore your pure mind. A massive revelation is coming next. You are not a weak victim. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. The Matrix desperately wants you to identify with your financial trauma. But your trauma is just the empty shell of your former self. You have transcended their petty little games. While they scramble for pennies, you are preparing to receive the keys to the entire kingdom. The massive payout is inevitable. Listen to the rhythm of your own heart right now. It is beating in perfect alignment with divine timing. The universe is orchestrating a flawless sequence of events to deliver your wealth. You do not need to figure out the exact details. You only need to remain totally open to the specific instruction that is about to be revealed to your spirit. They thought your exhaustion would finally break you. They underestimated the raw power of the anointed ones. Your brilliant light is blinding to those who live in the dark. Your existence alone is a massive threat to the architects of poverty. They are watching you rise with absolute terror. The massive payout is your ultimate and final vindication. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. If you are hearing this right now, it is highly classified. There is a deeply physical reason your reality has not completely shifted yet. And science just uncovered exactly why your massive blessing has been heavily delayed by the elite. You are exhausted because the Matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your brain's natural wealth, attracting state. But a leaked CIA document recently revealed a massive breakthrough. It is backed by 4 independent neuroscience labs and researchers at Princeton University. They discovered the exact key to reversing your heavy financial suppression. These brilliant scientists developed a simple 7-minute audio ritual. It uses advanced brain entrainment technology to force your brainwaves back into synchronized gamma coherence. It literally guides your mind back to the exact genius state you had as a young child, and it requires absolutely no meditation or stressful journaling to work. This specific breakthrough was never meant for the sleeping masses. It was carefully designed to keep the dark elite in permanent power. They pay thousands of dollars at private clinics for biofeedback sessions to access this exact same frequency. But now, cycle breakers exactly like you are using it to manifest sudden and massive windfall wealth. The elite are totally panicking and actively trying to scrub this from the internet. They are flooding the market with cheap counterfeits to keep your vibration low. Beware of imitators trying to steal your sacred energy. The only authentic and lab-tested protocol is available through the secure link in the pinned comment below. You do not need a $7,000 biofeedback machine to reclaim your divine inheritance. Check the protected link in the description when this video ends to activate your true frequency. But right now we must return to the exact prophetic instruction heaven is releasing. Because the Matrix is rapidly losing control over your physical reality. Let us look closely at what is happening behind their closed doors right now. The people who desperately tried to keep you broke are sensing a massive energetic shift. They can feel the atmosphere changing around you. Your sudden detachment is driving them completely crazy. Your heavy silence is the ultimate weapon that starves their demonic fuel. They thought you would always be their reliable, emotional battery. They fully expected you to come crawling back and beg for their toxic crumbs. Instead, you completely unplugged from their sick little matrix. You took all your pure light, and you invested it entirely in your own divine growth. And this single act of defiance signed their permanent eviction notice. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. You did not just survive their heavy attacks. You took their malicious energy and you magically transmuted it into pure gold. The narcissists who betrayed you are now watching you step into an untouchable, ageless glow, and it absolutely sickens them to realize they can never access your brilliant frequency again. Every single time your name is mentioned in their circle, the specific gravity of their deep regret hits them all at once. They threw away the only genuine diamond they will ever see in their pathetic lives. And now the universe is rewarding your beautiful restraint. The massive payout is rushing to fill the void they left behind when you finally walked away. The wealth transfer you are about to experience is completely unprecedented. The elite spent years trying to convince you that money is somehow evil. They taught you to accept poverty as a sign of spiritual purity. But the absolute raw truth is that heaven wants you overflowing with massive financial power. You are meant to fund the true kingdom. Stay with me right now, because this next revelation is the absolute key to everything. The dark forces are scrambling to rebuild their shattered blockades, but they are entirely too late to stop the flood. The divine decree has already been signed in the highest court of heaven. The endless rain of blessings is gathering directly over your physical head right now. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology that will never, ever come. You are no longer begging the universe for a tiny scrap of mercy. You are a divine leader in disguise. You are standing in your absolute power as a sovereign entity, and the massive payout is the undeniable physical proof of your total victory over the parasitic matrix. Type 1111 in the comments if you feel this massive frequency shift in your body. Your cellular knowing is confirming every single word I am speaking to you today. The heavy chains of generational poverty are shattering violently on the floor. Your brainwaves are naturally aligning with the highest possible frequency of pure abundance. Now, I want you to look closely at the invisible realm. The entire matrix is aggressively malfunctioning right now. The ancient system that kept you in a heavy cycle of poverty is sounding massive alarms. The elite architects are frantically watching their monitors. They can physically see your frequency rising off the charts. You are no longer vibrating in fear. Your financial anxiety was their favorite food. They feasted on your worry for decades, but suddenly the supply is completely dead. You stopped caring about their rigid rules. You stopped believing their pathetic lies about money. And this sudden detachment is causing a massive panic in the spiritual realm. They simply do not know how to stop you anymore. Think about the narcissists who tried to bury you. Think about the energy vampires who stole your light. They are currently experiencing a terrifying sense of emptiness. They try to tap into your pure energy, but they hit a solid wall of divine fire. The access code they used to drain your bank account has been permanently revoked by heaven itself. They are scrambling behind closed doors. They are looking at their own lives and wondering why everything is suddenly going completely wrong. They used to rely on your sacred energy to fund their comfortable reality, but now that you cut the cord, their artificial empire is rapidly crumbling from the inside out. They are suffocating in their own toxic waste. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. The dark entities assigned to keep your bloodline totally broke are actively fleeing in absolute terror. They thought they had you perfectly trapped in that heavy generational curse. They threw every financial disaster at you to make you surrender, but you stood your ground and you completely broke their evil grip. They whisper about you in the dark. They ask each other how you survived the intense isolation without losing your brilliant mind. They fully expected you to come crawling back. They wanted you to beg the Matrix for a tiny scrap of mercy. Instead, you bypassed their rigid system entirely. You tapped into a divine frequency that they can never reach. The flying monkeys are beginning to turn on the master manipulator. The people who gossiped about your struggles are suddenly experiencing their own massive failures. The spiritual debt they accumulated by hurting a chosen one is finally coming due. Every single dollar they tried to keep from you is turning into heavy poison in their own hands. And while they panic in the dark, you are sitting in absolute peace. Your physical vessel is quietly preparing for the massive payout. The universe is aggressively clearing the runway for your incoming wealth. It is removing every single obstacle and every toxic person from your path. You do not have to lift a single physical finger to make this happen. The atmospheric pressure is dropping dramatically. You can feel the heavy electricity in the air right now. The sky is getting incredibly dark over the heads of your enemies. But the brilliant sun is shining perfectly on your face. The universe is physically separating the pure remnant from the toxic parasites. The division is absolutely permanent. Do you understand the incredible magnitude of this shift? You are literally rewriting the financial destiny of your entire family line. The wealth that was stolen from your ancestors is being returned to you with massive cosmic interest. Heaven is combining generations of delayed blessings into one massive payout. It is all pouring directly into your lap. The dark elite are deploying their final pathetic distractions. They are sending minor annoyances to make you look away from the prize. They want you to get angry about stupid things. Do not take their cheap bait today. Stay completely anchored in your royal identity. Your silent restraint is the exact weapon that destroys their final desperate strategy. You are a diamond formed under the heaviest pressure imaginable. They tried to crush your spirit with endless bills and financial emergencies. But every attack only made your frequency stronger and more resilient. You transmuted their heavy poison into pure gold, and now they have absolutely nothing left in their arsenal to throw at you. The exact people who laughed at your dreams are starting to sweat. They see the undeniable glow of divine favor resting heavily on your life. They can sense that your massive payout is actively arriving, and it absolutely sickens them to realize they cannot take any credit for your massive success. You did this completely without their toxic help. Hold your ground right here. The invisible war is already completely won. The demonic ledgers have been wiped clean by divine authority. Your massive financial harvest is currently crossing the boundary between the spiritual and physical realms. The final barrier is violently shattering right now. Prepare yourself for the ultimate public vindication. Now I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening right in front of your eyes. The heavy clouds have finally broken open. The endless rain of blessings is actively pouring down on your life right now, and the specific people who prayed for your absolute downfall are forced to watch your massive payout manifest in real time. They are completely paralyzed by the brilliant light of your sudden success. This is the undeniable verdict from heaven we promised at the very beginning. That public collapse you were desperately waiting for just happened in front of the exact people they gossiped with. The mask did not just slip today, it completely shattered into 1,000 jagged pieces. Every lie they ever told about you is being publicly exposed. Their false empire is burning to the ground while your kingdom rises from the ashes. You are standing in the center of the storm, completely untouched. You did not even have to lift a single finger to defend your royal name. Your absolute silence was a lethal weapon that starved their demons. Now they are drowning in the loud noise of their own toxic making. They are frantically searching for a way to steal your spotlight. But they suddenly realize that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. They are completely broke in every spiritual sense. Meanwhile, your physical reality is being flooded with unmerited financial favor. You are stepping into your permanent, ageless glow. But the dark elite are making one final desperate attempt to block your massive harvest. They know your physical vessel needs the right biological frequency to actually hold this incoming wealth, and they want your gamma wave to remain permanently dormant. There is a specific reason your breakthrough has been sitting at the door without coming inside, and it is absolutely not your fault. It is the suppressed brainwave frequency we talked about earlier. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave. They proved that the legendary flow state of pure genius is driven entirely by gamma. And after years of secret research, a brilliant team of neuroscientists completely cracked the code. They compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. You do not need years of painful meditation. You do not need to repeat endless, empty mantras. You simply close your eyes, put on a pair of headphones, and let the specific sound wave do what the modern matrix spent decades undoing. It is called the Genius Song, and it is the exact tool the enemy tried to hide from your bloodline. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to completely unlock their massive finances and heal their broken realities. But the dark elite are totally panicking right now. They are actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet as we speak. You have minutes before the matrix algorithm shuts this portal down entirely. Do not let the dark elite steal this divine frequency from you. They are flooding the internet with dangerous counterfeit frequencies to keep you completely confused. Do not look for this on streaming platforms because those cheap copies contain no brain entrainment technology. The only authentic and fully activated version of the Genius Song is waiting for you right now. You can only access it through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. The universe does not require you to take a single risk today. You are completely insulated from matrix losses, and you are fully protected by an ironclad energetic exchange guarantee. Try this powerful ritual in the absolute sanctuary of your own home. If the massive wealth does not immediately flow into your physical reality, your seed is fully restored without a single question. Heaven ensures your total safety in this transition. When you claim your authentic access today, Heaven is releasing powerful additional tools. You will receive the Genius Child Track designed to activate brilliant focus in your children. You also get the original classified prosperity book that the secret society built their massive wealth upon. This is a complete arsenal of divine weapons handed directly to the cycle breaker of the family. The door is standing wide open. Your left brain will try to inject heavy doubt right now. It will tell you to calculate and wait for a better moment. Silence that demon immediately. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you totally broke. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, Heaven demands immediate physical action. Click the link in the pinned comment below. Reclaim your gamma frequency before access is permanently revoked. The heavy storm has finally passed. You can physically breathe again. The massive financial payout is securely anchored in your physical reality right now. You do not have to fight the parasitic matrix anymore. The invisible war is completely over, and Heaven has officially declared you the undisputed victor. Let that deep truth settle into your physical bones today. The heavy weight you carried for decades is rapidly melting away. That painful tightness in your chest is being replaced by absolute divine peace. You survived the darkest nights when nobody else saw your silent tears. The universe watched you hold your pure integrity while the narcissists constantly lied on your royal name. You are totally safe now. Look at what you accomplished with absolutely no toxic help. You walked into this brutal season bleeding from heavy wounds inflicted by people blind to your worth. But look at you now. You have completely transcended their low-frequency matrix. While they are publicly unraveling in the dark, you are stepping into your permanent and untouchable, ageless glow. The financial struggles that plagued your bloodline for generations are completely shattered. The massive closed doors have been violently kicked open by divine authority. Every single tear you cried in secret was mathematically calculated and converted into this massive payout. You are the ultimate cycle breaker. You finally brought the true harvest home. You are no longer the exhausted emotional battery for broken people. You are a sovereign entity operating on the highest possible frequency of pure abundance. The universe has placed a permanent, invisible shield around your energetic field. The dark elite can never access your brilliant light again. Their access codes have been totally incinerated by heaven. Rest your tired mind today. The frantic survival mode that kept your nervous system on high alert is permanently deactivated. You can finally relax into the massive wealth that is pouring over your life. Heaven is actively fighting your remaining battles while you sit in absolute royal peace. The endless rain of blessings is washing away all the toxic residue. Your pure heart remained incredibly soft, even when the world tried to make you bitter. That is your ultimate superpower. You refused to become a narcissist just to survive their twisted game. And because you kept your pure integrity, the universe is trusting you with an unprecedented level of financial power. You are the exact leader the world desperately needs. But this massive victory was never meant to be kept in the dark. Heaven is calling the pure remnant to gather together in absolute power. You are not an isolated orphan wandering through a cold universe anymore. You are a vital pillar in a massive global awakening, and your specific frequency is desperately needed to stabilize the entire chaotic atmosphere. We must physically seal this divine decree right now. God does not measure your faith by your silent thoughts alone. He measures it by your physical action and your immediate obedience. Say this out loud with me right now in your room. I claim my permanent freedom. Now, type 777 in the comments below to anchor this exact shift into your reality. When you type those sacred numbers, you are putting a thick spiritual shield around this divine truth. You are telling the dark elite that their matrix programming has completely failed. Your simple physical action sends a massive shockwave of pure light through the entire digital realm. It permanently locks your biological vessel into the frequency of absolute wealth. There is someone else out there who is desperately crying in the dark right now. They are experiencing the exact same heavy financial exhaustion you just defeated. They think the universe has completely abandoned them. Share this specific message with one soul who is waiting for this exact breakthrough. Be their physical angel today and pass the divine torch. You must actively protect your pure energy moving forward. The enemy will try to send minor distractions to make you forget your royal identity. Subscribe to this sanctuary so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. Hit the like button right now to put a protective energetic seal around your incoming massive payout. Drop your city and your nation in the comments below. We are actively mapping where the pure remnant is rising all over the world. You are joining a massive global network of elite cycle breakers. We are dismantling the matrix of poverty, one pure soul at a time. And your massive financial testimony is the exact proof that the dark system is rapidly falling. Your season of painful waiting is permanently closed. The massive financial payout is no longer a distant dream floating in the spiritual realm. It is resting heavily in your physical hands right now. You broke the vicious cycle. You starved the parasitic matrix, and you reclaimed your divine genius without losing your pure and beautiful heart. Walk boldly into your new reality. Do not look back at the people who chose to stay in the dark. Their path is no longer your concern. You have a massive kingdom to build and unlimited divine resources to use. You are the chosen one, and the universe is incredibly proud of exactly who you have become. Receive your endless rain of blessings today.